Welcome everyone. I am back. I know it's been a while since I did live streaming. I was on a road trip. I decided to go drive in a few states, saw relatives, had a good time seeing different things on the way. The first initial drive was the hardest. I got a little tan on my arms. But I'm still on vacation. I left on a Saturday night. I spent 2 nights before I went to a relative's place in North Dakota. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, you saw the title right. I was on vacation. Oh, I'm still on vacation, but I took a little road trip from Cali. I went up to Salt Lake City, up to Butte, Montana. Spent the night. Went to Dickinson, North Dakota. Spent the night. Went to another town further east. Be like north of Fargo. Yep. I just went and saw a few relatives, and I enjoyed every moment of that trip. Had a little issue with the car, but overall, the trip was good. Came home last night. I went through Montana. Went through part of I was in North Dakota at one little town, and then went up north a little further east. Stayed in another town, and then stayed in a town in Minnesota. I don't know your name there, but you said hi, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't done live for a while, but I came back from vacation. Well, I'm still on vacation, but I did a little driving road trip. I went through Montana. I was in North Dakota. Spent the night in North Dakota, and I went to another town in North Dakota. And saw a relative in Minnesota. I was going back and forth in Minnesota and North Dakota, and then there was some other relatives that came up for overnight. Had a nice little visit with them. And Tyler says hi. Hello, Tyler. How's it going? Tyler said, "What's up, bro?" Tyler, I don't know if you. I don't remember being in my live stream before. How's your night going for you? Yeah, I was on a driving road trip. I started that on the late night on November 8th, and the first initial drive. Yeah, the first initial drive was from Sacramento all the way up to Butte, Montana. I went through Reno, Salt Lake City, and went up north to Butte, Montana. That was about a 23-hour drive. 23 hours! I don't understand what they're saying. Hey Tyler, what's up? How's it going on your end? You know, I bought like almost about what 11 t-shirts. Here's one of them. It's the Bonneville, the Salt Flats, you know, like in Salt Lake City. Yeah, that first initial drive was the hardest. I left late Saturday night, got to Butte, Montana at nighttime. Oh man, I was tired. Oh, I went to spend the night in Spearfish, South Dakota. I was able to get a hold and see a former co-worker I used to work with. They live in Sturgis, South Dakota. That isn't that far. It's a little dry, but it wasn't that far from Spearfish. Uh, if you guys know what Sturgis is, Sturgis is a town, but that's where once a year they have a motorcycle festival. And I wish I had more time to look around there. I got a shirt, a couple other things. I'm not sure if I like the back of the shirt, but that's fine. It's mostly for the name. If you guys know the guy that owns the Gas Monkey Bar Grill restaurant, he has he used to have a TV show. He used to buy old cars and fix them up. I forgot his name, but yeah. I had a nice little road trip. Overall, it was good. I had a little issue with the car. Actually, it was my starter on the car. And lucky the town I was in, they had a shop there. They were able to overnight the starter. And lucky I wasn't stranded out in the middle of nowhere. My gas mileage was pretty good in the car. I was getting between 32 miles a gallon to 37 miles a gallon. That's my average. I stayed in 1, 2, 3, 4 hotels. And the rest I was able to stay with relatives. Oh, I stayed in Casper. A relative of mine that lives there. Casper is a nice country. Not so much out in the middle of nowhere. There's it's like deserty. If from Salt Lake City to Butte, Montana, that's a long, boring drive. Just to let you guys know. And I did this by myself. I didn't have anybody with me. I did all my driving by myself. I got in last night, almost dark. Kind of got things put away. I have to still hang up my new shirts. Well, I'm wearing the one right now. You guys can see. This is a new shirt. Oh, and here's the hat. I got a hat too. The Bonneville hat. Here's the hat. Hold on. There's the hat. We got 5 likes. Thank you. Azinian Putra. Azin, let's see, Azin, let's see, Azin, Zaidan, Putra, Zardan. I think I pronounced your name right. I'm not sure. Thanks for coming in there. I appreciate it. Extra phone comes in and says hello. I appreciate you guys coming in. How are you guys doing this evening or your morning? I'm doing great. Got back from a little driving road trip in about 7 states. Did it all by myself. Went from California to through Salt Lake City, all the way up to Butte, Montana, and then North Dakota, Minnesota, and back down to Spearfish, South Dakota. Then I went over Sturgis town, visit a former co-worker, and I was going to leave. I decided to look at a couple of stores in Sturgis, about a couple of things there, and I went down. And then from there, I went to Casper, Wyoming. Spent a couple of nights there. Went out in the boat, had a nice little visit with them. And I left Sunday morning. Casper to Wendover, Utah. Azinian says hi. Hello, Azid, Azid, Zidian. How's it going on your end? Is it morning time, evening? Yep. Overall, I'm still on vacation this week. The remainder of this week, and yep. I think I'm gonna do some yard work tomorrow. I gotta mow the front yard. And there's some leaves I gotta rake up in the backyard. Maybe I could try to get the backyard done too tomorrow, maybe. Hey Donna, how's it going? I know it's been a while since I did live, but hey Donna, I was on a driving road trip. I went through see what? Let's see. How many states was that? Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Wyoming. I drove in 8 states, Donna. I did that on. I went. Hi, it's good. I don't have work. Oh, it's your day off, huh? Yeah, I'm still on vacation, but I went on a little driving road trip in 8 states. The first initial drive, Donna, was almost 23-hour drive. I took 3 weeks off, but yeah, the first drive, the first night, well, night, morning, and the night, that was like about a 23-hour drive. Donna says, hello, everyone. 8 states? That's a lot. And yes, why? Because I had to get back. I had to get to. I went to North Dakota and Minnesota to visit family, relatives. Then I went down to Spearfish, South Dakota, spent the night, and I saw a former co-worker. In Sturgis is a town, but that's where they usually have the motorcycle rally event there every year. I missed it by about a week and a half or so from that. It gets pretty crazy down there. Then I walked in a couple stores there. Then I went all the way down to Casper, Wyoming. Saw a relative. Went out in the boat. That was fun. Got a nice little tan on my arms. Is it work related? Oh, it's not work related. I was on vacation. Vacation mode. I'm still on vacation mode. Yeah, when I was driving, I ended up buying like 11 t-shirts, a hat, stickers. Yep, I did all the driving by myself. Donna says, wow, at least you've enjoyed it. Oh, I enjoyed it all right. Why you don't married till now? Sorry to ask. Good question. Good question. For the longest time, I've been a quiet person, and maybe at the time, I did I offend? No, you didn't. You didn't offend me. Um, I was more on the quiet side growing up, and part of my adult life too. I'm more of a listener than a talker. And also being afraid to get my feelings hurt at the same time. But I have opened up since then. Yeah, my vacation so far is going good. I had a little car issue. My starter went out on me. Lucky there was a shop in a town in Minnesota where I'm from. They were able to replace it with a remanufactured starter, and I was able to get back on the road. It's nice to see family. I don't see these relatives, the ones I've seen. There's other relatives I have, but the ones I've seen, I don't see them too often. So I'm like 2,000, about 2,000 miles away, about 1,500 miles away, something like that. What's your plans for today, Donna? Since it's your day off, you're gonna just relax. You gotta go grocery shopping, work out. Donna says, if I will marry for a second time, I want to the man I really love. You're married before, okay. If you're gonna meet someone, you want to make sure you care about that person a lot. Yeah, make sure that guy has a good heart. And also the guy that sees the woman's heart, not looks. It's the heart that counts. We got 6 likes so far. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a live stream, Donna. I probably could have done live stream while I was driving, but there was areas while I was driving that the cell phone service would have cut out. And I don't get cell phone service in certain areas. I was just using most of the GPS for getting to different places. I didn't, and there was I didn't really listen to the radio because there was no really any station that you could tune into. I just mostly had the GPS on, the map. Yeah, I'm a little tired from it's probably from all that driving I did. I got in last night, Donna. Last night. It was almost dark. I drove about. I stayed a night in Wendover, Utah. There's Wendover, Utah, and there's West Wendover. West Wendover is on the Nevada side. YouTube changed the rules again. No color blue. What do you mean no color blue? Blue for what? On blue on what? No color blue. Jacklet. What's jacklet? I stayed in Wendover. From Wendover to where I live at, it was like 945 miles. Moderator. Oh, you mean that little shield looking thing that they changed it to blue? No color blue. It shows a blue. Moderator. Yeah, it's blue right now. Because you're a moderator. It shows blue. I don't remember what color was it before. Was it different color? I know they changed some other things, but I guess that's not gonna start until later on. Side blue only, I think. Oh. I guess the color doesn't really make a difference. It could be pink, it could be yellow, orange. Yeah, Don, I don't know if you saw my shorts. I posted shorts on there from my trip. I had like different shorts on there. Liam says, nice live stream. Have a good day. Keep working hard and stay kind. Is it okay? I'll check later. Okay, you can go and check it later. Don says, good morning, Liam. Hey, Liam, I appreciate you coming in here. How's your day going? Yeah, you saw my title about my vacation. My vacation was awesome. It was a solo drive in 8 states. I enjoyed every moment of it. I had a little car issue, got that taken care of while I was on the road. And lucky I wasn't stranded out in the middle of nowhere. The first initial drive, the first day, first night, actually it was first night, then in the morning, then the nighttime. It was like about 23-hour drive, the first initial. And then the second part was about 7.5-hour drive. Actually, it's probably closer to 8 hours because I was stopping at stopping at rest stops, gas stations. And then I spent the night at that town, and then drove another, probably like a 5.5-hour drive to North Dakota. Spent the night there. Spent one night there and went to Minnesota. I was bouncing back and forth from Minnesota to North Dakota, and then I drove. When I left, I drove all the way down to Spearfish, South Dakota from Minnesota. Spent the night. The next morning, met a former co-worker. Solo drive? Yep, solo driving. Just me, myself, and I. I like driving. Some people don't like long distance driving. And define long distance driving, like 2-hour drive or hour drive or 3-hour drive. I was doing, the first initial was, like I said, almost 23. I was about a 23-hour drive. I was doing a lot of driving. My lower back was getting sore from driving. And when I got out at the rest stops or getting gas, it was nice to get out and stretch my back. It was nice weather as I was going north in the Midwest area. It was nice, cool weather. I didn't even bring a sweater. It wasn't that cold at night. It was like maybe 50-something degrees at one night. In the mornings, it was nice and cool. Hey, Donna, what you got going for the rest of the day since it's your day off? You go hang out with some friends. Well, I went to a antique store in North Dakota with my aunt and my cousin. I bought an old license plate from Minnesota. It was an antique store. Bought that. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna make another road trip again like that. Last time I did a road trip like that was with my brother, and that was back in 94, 95, 96, and 97. But this one was a solo drive. Me. There's all kinds of people that do driving. We got 7 likes so far. I appreciate it. Yeah, I bought like, I know I mentioned before, but I bought like, what was 11 shirts? 11 shirts on the way on my trip. And a hat. I bought stickers, magnet, yeah. I had a ice cooler with me. I had bottled water in there. Had some other things in there. Overall, the vacation is going good. It's nice to be away from work. Hey Donna, if you're still here, how often do you get vacation? Well, I think I'm gonna eat my other half of my Subway sandwich. I was gonna get pizza earlier today, but it was a little warm, and I don't think I want to eat warm pizza when it's warm outside. Maybe on Friday, or maybe I'll order some pizza. Got my sandwich here. I had to put my sandwich in the microwave just for a few seconds, get a little warmed up. We got 7 likes so far. Here's a hat I bought. The ones I don't know, the hat. Ugh. And this shirt. This is one of the shirts. One of the out of 11, or there's 10 more. My brother says, "Why did you buy so many shirts for? You could have only bought like a couple." Yeah, the sandwich is a turkey bacon avocado. Yeah, that was a long drive. Iron Artist asks, "Where are you from?" I'm from the west coast of the United States. And Iron, I was on vacation. Well, I'm still on vacation. I did a 8-state road trip. The first initial drive was the hardest. That was the hardest. That was almost about, I think that was about a 23-hour drive. Kind of boring in some parts. Had a little car issue. Had to get a part fix on it. Visit family. Iron says, "Wow, that's a lot." Yeah, I went up to Montana, North Dakota, but I had spent the night in some town in North Dakota. Then I had to go to another city. That was about a 5.5 hour drive to there. In the town I'm from in Minnesota, that's probably about a 40-minute drive from that part of the city in North Dakota. And Iron, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe, okay? Oh yeah, Iron, don't forget to check out my shorts. I posted shorts from my trip. Iron asked, "Did you go to Sturgis?" Well, Iron, after I spent my time in North Dakota and Minnesota, I drove from Minnesota. Well, I was up in the northern part of Minnesota, a small town. I drove from there to Spearfish, South Dakota. Spent the night, and the person that I used to work with, her and her husband and family, they live in Sturgis. She asked if she gave me they gave me their address, and it's not that far from Spearfish. It's a little drive, but it's probably about maybe 25-minute drive, something like that, going east. And I just the Sturgis Motorcycle Festival must have just ended about maybe like a week and a half prior to that. And as I was leaving, I parked my car and I took a picture of the Gas Monkey Bar Grill restaurant. That one guy that does but he buys like old cars. The guy that owns it. Yeah, I took a picture of that. It wasn't open because it was like in the morning. And I went in a couple of shops there. I wish I had more time to look at other stores there. This one little strip area. But I ended up buying a shirt there, and a couple other things in that one shop. Did you go into Mount Rushmore? It isn't that. Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. It probably was maybe a little ways from Spearfish, but I wasn't going in that direction. My brother and I have been to Mount Rushmore. The one there that we drove many years ago. We because you go in the parking lot and you walk through the building is because it's a souvenir building. And you walk through the other side and you can open this big the open in the area. You can look up and see the four presidents. Hey, Iron, where are you from in the States? Are you in the middle somewhere? Welcome in, everybody. I'm still on vacation, but I had a nice driving solo trip in 8 states. 8 states solo. Oh, you're in California, Iron? Whereabouts? I'm in the northern part, close to Tahoe, about a couple hours away. Hey, Iron, how far are you away from Tahoe? Oh, you're in San Jose? See, San Jose from where I'm at, it's probably what, about 3 hour drive? Hey, Iron, have you ever done a driving road trip in a few states? Yeah, I got in last night evening from my trip. I spent the night in Wendover, Utah. That was Sunday night. I spent the night. Then I drove. I woke up yesterday morning there and drove all the way to about how many hours? I don't know how many hour drive it was, but I'm in the Sacramento area. Hey, Aaron, what do you do for work? Oh, you're an iron worker, huh? What do you do, welding? Oh yeah, when you mentioned about Mount Rushmore. Here. Yeah, I bought that back a long time ago when my brother and I went. Here's a Wyoming coffee mug I just bought in Wyoming. Yeah, driving. I did a lot of driving. I was sitting down for the most part. Unless I'm at a rest stop or a gas station slash gas station can be a rest stop. We're still at 7 likes so far. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everyone. I got back from my driving road trip last night. I started on the late August 8th and came back last night. 8-state drive. Oh, jeez. Well,
I wanted you to see it in your camera and the face in the back.
I'm doing live stream.
I know, I was watching it, and I saw the screen, so I was gonna do this behind the screen.
And my neighbor, he's kind of scared me. I think it's Jason. The person said, "I think someone's at your door."
Yeah, me and Nathan were watching your video. We were gonna surprise you. Didn't fall for it. Missy gave me away.
Well, guys, I don't think I'm gonna go right now. You guys enjoy.